Okay.
I think you don't need our help, brother.
Huh?
We all need help, man. We all need help.
You may get more artists to be in your DM like, oh man, I saw you on Track Stars.
I don't even want. Y'all only knew, man.
You know what? We're gonna have to ask you live about the beat battle.
I didn't see it, so don't.
Oh.
Don't.
We're gonna have to ask you live about the beat battle.
I didn't see it. So don't.
Oh.
Don't.
You know what? We're gonna have to ask you live about the beat battle.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's about that time, you already know. Turn the speakers up, man, it's time to start the show. Sean Tanner, Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah. We bringing the heat, man, this joint be fire like, bruh. We in the field, we in the field, bruh. We in the field, we in the field. Just put it in work, we raising the bar. Tuned in to the track stop.
Yeah, back in the field with the Track Stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Was good.
All right, this segment is sponsored by Nectar Distribution. Yeah. I think so. I think we do our thing, so.
But yeah, man, we are live at Flavorfest 2018. We got DJ Tony Tone with us from Hot 97. How
Yeah. Mic check. It's good, guys.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor for us to have you, man.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
crazy because you get to the point when
Got to Hot 97, how you were able to convince them to put Christian hip hop on that main stage. Like, tell them just the abbreviated version of how you were able to pull that off.
I'm gonna give you the condensed version, but first let me just say I didn't convince anybody to do anything.
Wow.
There's no space that God says he can't be.
Yeah.
So he gets all the glory, all the credit, all the honor, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just a obedient vessel, as obedient as I possibly can, to say, okay, whatever you want to do, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't mean that you can't own your own cleaning business at some point, right?
Yeah,
so I started out on the street team, just doing what I did. You know, I've been playing music for a long time. And they saw that I had talent, right? So I would do events whenever I could to display my talent. And then we merged as one station. And again, before Street Glory started, to me the biggest, and we'll probably touch on it later, but the biggest accomplishment for me was when I became a heavy hitter.
DJ Heavy Hitters.
I'm pretty sure there's more, but you heard Bebe.
Yeah.
You know how big Bebe is.
Yeah.
Bebe is a heavy hitter.
Okay, cool. Okay,
So I'm rolling
see.
with those guys.
I got you.
That's family.
I got you.
So to be part of that was like, Mama, we made it. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Yeah.
we here now, you know. So that happened in 2014, and then had a conversation with the program director at Hot, kind of shared with him about Christian hip hop, and he was a little bit familiar with it, and so he's like, we should try it. There was internal stuff that happens, because again, when you're doing God's work, there's always gonna be some mess that's gonna happen prior to either discourage you or to have you believe that it can't happen, right? So that happened, but like I said, long and the short, year 3 now, and we're, God is still blessing it and still doing what He does. So yeah, that's kind of the short of of everything.
That's amazing. So how does it feel to be that Christian hip hop in the middle of mainstream? Do you feel like the outcast there? Do you feel like people are accepting of it? What's it like being in the middle of that?
I don't know, cause I don't think about it. I know that our music is just as good as other stuff.
Wow.
So I don't necessarily try to compare it.
Yeah.
Right. I just try to take the best of what we have and display it.
Yeah.
So that they recognize, like, nah, dog, we good. Like we can go at it.
Yeah.
You know, our rappers can go up against any of those rappers. Music, they be like, yo, I didn't even know. Like, Chris, they'll be like, yo, who's that? And to me, that's like the biggest compliment. You know what I mean? When people they don't know the artist, they don't know any of that stuff. They go, yo, who's that?
That's dope.
So to your point, like I don't think about trying to match them.
Yeah.
You know, being on Hot has a certain sound. That Hot is the staple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest brand in hip hop in the world, right? So it's an honor to be on that platform, and I just try to make sure that whatever I'm playing.
When we were on radio in Radio 1, there was all about repetition. It was like you build up, like every 4 hours you hear the new Lil Wayne song, right? So all day long, if you listen to the radio on the morning drive, in the afternoon, even if you catch it when you at the house cleaning up, you still hear that Lil Wayne song because it's repetitive. Right. Do you do that week to week so that you can build like the repetitive?
It depends on the song.
Yeah.
Like if I really like a song,
okay,
I'll do that. I'll play it like 3 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Because I think that song can have an impact.
Yeah.
For example, I do. Jordan Armstrong has come out with some crazy, it's a really, really dope song that people need to hear. Yeah, I'll rock it out for like 2-3 weeks straight.
Yeah. Wow. Is that your limit? The 3 week limit? Is that yours?
Yeah, I mean everything that you hear is pretty much me in reference to how stuff is structured.
Yeah.
But again, I'm led by God. So it's if He says yes, then yes. If He says no, then no.
Do you have a story like of New York, like somebody like, man, this changed my life, like cause I think the misconception at times for Christianity in New York is like, I don't know if they're gonna receive this or whatever, but did you have a story of somebody like, man, they saw you like, man, you do Street Glory, that changed my life, or it's helping me?
Yeah. I asked Red. Yeah. I'm sorry. Red Alert, because
y'all don't even know what Red Alert is.
They're,
I'm excited, but I should be. I'm a DJ, so
So you know. So Red would be like, nah, dog, I love what you're doing. I interviewed DJ Scratch. If you go on my YouTube page, you'll see the interview I did with DJ Scratch. And so when you get people that, again, when your peers or your I don't say idols, but mentors or the people that you look up to, when they give the stamp of approval on it, who cares what the haters or people that don't know, like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? I don't, Pastor Mason coming today, right? I'm like, dude, I don't know if I could do 9:30 in the morning, man. I said, but if the Lord get me up, I'll come. Yeah. And so, praise God, the Lord woke me up, and I said, you know what, God, I'm gonna go. Because you just never know what God's going to have for you when you be obedient, right? You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what's going to happen. So He gave me the strength to get up, and, I came, and I didn't know that I was going to be sitting here with you guys. That wasn't on my schedule. I was going back to the hotel, to be honest with you. I ain't going to front. I was like, yo, how can I get a ride back to the hotel? I'm tired. And my man was like, yo, we going live at 12, but, he loved to. okay, all right, you know. So
Yeah, we
I don't.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't. It's good for them.
Mm-hmm.
We know that
Talk to us.
those that do it for other reasons, we know why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
If an artist wants to be signed, I just hope he wants to be signed for the right reason, right? And if that's the case, then great, right? Because having someone, listen, if God co-signed it, doesn't matter who else signs it.
That's right.
Yeah,
If God has
true.
already
That's
signed,
true.
told
Yeah.
you to go out and do what you do,
Yeah, talk about the heavy hitters and all like that, and then of course, Funkmaster Flex being at Hot 97, legendary mixtape albums. Or can we get a DJ Tony Tone mixtape album soon? Would that be happening soon?
There you go. Okay, we got something.
I'm just asking. You know what I mean? I mean, you in a legendary building,
man,
bro.
you asking me stuff I ain't even has done,
Mm-hmm.
right? And is doing. And so I don't really put stock in it like that
Gotcha.
because it can all be taken away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. It's not. Yeah, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then next thing you know, you just now people eating pita bread. They don't want sliced bread no more.
Yeah.
So now what happens?
Right.
You know, so I don't, but I do try to maximize the time that God has given me, right, and the space that He's given me, right. So I do
Yeah.
try to maximize it, but in a way where it doesn't change me, who I am,
Yeah.
because I always want to be me. I always want to wake up every day and be me, and not have to worry about who I was yesterday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because I was so caught up in the time that God. Because there are people that are doing Christian hip hop music today. They have no idea who Cross Movement is. They have no
Right.
idea who Corey Red and Precise is.
Yeah.
They have no idea who Redeemed Thought is. They have no idea who Jafia Life was here yesterday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And half
Yeah.
these people didn't even know who Jafia
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
They didn't even know who I was.
Yeah.
Like literally, they didn't know who I was. I asked them before I even played the record. I said, "How many of you guys know who I am?" And then people was like, "Shh, shh, shh, shh." And they had no idea.
Yeah.
They had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
So again, like when you deal with that bring your ego real quick. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
that humble you real quick.
That's what I was wondering. How humbling is that?
Oh, that's why I don't get crazy about it.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because I can still walk down the street and nobody mobbing me. So evidently, I ain't that famous.
Gems where you're like,
Oh,
whoa.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll tell you one artist, maybe a few. 1KP Son.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When I got hit, I never knew who he was.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'll tell you even a better one. There's a guy in Jersey. He goes by DOA. I played a song. I played his music, right? Somehow I don't know if he heard of me or I don't know. He was in prison, right? And he had gotten out, right? And somehow he sent me like 2 songs that he sent, right? And one of the name of the songs was "Used to Be," right? And I heard the song and I was like, "Yo, this is." dope." And he included it in the mixtape.
Yeah. That's dope.
Dope.
So I thanked him. I was like, "Yo, but thanks for putting me on the mixtape."
Yeah.
But that just goes like I'm not biased to names,
Yeah.
right? I'm more concerned about the music and the message,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Again, some stuff fit hot, some stuff doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, I have more than just Hot 97. You know, I do stuff on Scratch Vision Radio with DJ Scratch has his own internet show. So I do stuff there every Sunday. I do Boost Mobile.
Yeah.
Not Boost Mobile, I'm sorry, Boost
1025.
109 in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I also do Spear of Hip Hop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you
Mimicking some of the stuff that I do. And it's humbling, but then it's like, why you copying what I'm doing,
Get
man?
it right. Get it
How
right.
much work I put into doing what I'm doing, man? You just gonna just take what I did and try to do it and think that's gonna make you famous? Like,
My sons.
you know what I mean? Like you know, you ain't even give me no credit. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
but it just lets you know, again, to you guys' point of how you see it, right? Because I don't see it that way. I'm still grinding. I'm still working hard. I'm still figuring things out and still trying to make it the best that it can be. But other people already see it as already being something. And so, but yeah, I mean, you guys probably got more time in this thing than I do. In reference to being like radio and
And we were just that was a goal of ours to one day talk to you. So
wow,
yeah.
Absolutely.
that's
So we got some stuff to do. We're gonna do some stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially what
Yeah, what you just
behind
said.
the scenes stuff was coming. What you were telling me earlier
what's that?
about Well, I ain't gonna say, but you said you just got.
Okay. Yeah. Shh, we can't tell you.
Yeah. All right, man. So tell them how to follow you on social media so they could keep up with you, man.
Simple. DJTonyTone.com is the website. Social media is DJT2BKS, Twitter, Instagram. Follow, support. All support is good support in my eyes. Whether you leave a bad comment or a good comment, especially if you follow. Not that I get crazy about that stuff, but that's the age that we live in. So it's like, other people look at numbers. I look at relationships. So it's like, all the good relationships that I can keep. And you're listening to Track Stars Radio.
Dope.
That's probably the best drop we've ever gotten.
I heard that radio quality, phenomenal voice.
That was dope.
So I don't got no headphones, so I don't know.
That sounds great.
Hey, in here, beautiful.
I don't have no headphones. So
all right, man. Let's get back into it. You in the field with the Track Stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let go.
Just so you know, if you did mess up my name, I would
official Track Stars universe. If you'd like a free Track Stars t-shirt, free merch, discounts, exclusive content, and direct access to your favorite radio hosts, then this is for you. Make sure to check out trackstars.com/official. Again, that's trackstars.com/official.
This is a Track Stars
exclusive. Yeah.
Cash out, cash out. Quickest way for me to cash out. Hit them up with my cash tag. Send them comments over ASAP. Cash out, cash out. Got the world on the cash out. Push my plug on the cash out. I'm in love with the cash out. Cash out, cash out, 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 cash out. Put my girl on the cash out. Got the world on the cash out. Put my plug on the cash out. I'm in love with the cash out. Couple grand in the cash out. Yeah, I keep a bag in the cash out. Understand the IRS can glance, but they keep their hands out my cash out. 100,000 on the Porsche. $500,000 on the Royce. Hey, money is a slave to my cash out, but Kanye said it was a choice. Cash out gon' be the new bag. Hashtag all over the gram. Don't eat pork, but I go ham. Peanut butter to your jam. Blessings always coming down. Haters always getting turned around. Wishing Yahweh would tone it down. Hold up. That's our money side. Cash out, cash out. Quickest way for me to cash out. Hit them up with my cash tag. Send them comments over ASAP. Cash out, cash out. Got the world on the cash out. Push my plug on the cash out. I'm in love with the cash out. Cash out, cash out, cash out. Cash
and I know he cares. Plus he always answer my prayers. I forever be grateful, and for the things that he's done, I forever be thankful. I don't care who watching, and I don't care who looking. When the spirit hits me, I'm shooken. Grateful for every breath that's taken. Cause wait a minute, he's been there through the storms, been there through the trenches. Cover me with his blood and forgiveness. Ain't no way that we lose it, 'cause the whole team winning. My praise, too lit. My praise, too lit. My praise, too lit.
Are you sitting back and saying, okay, I'm giving each cut 30 seconds, a minute, or are you just going to...
If I like it, I'll listen to the whole thing, right? But to your point, if I'm not feeling it in 30 seconds, then I'm probably skipping to the next track.
Yeah. And what is your process when? What should be the process when we come places like this and like we're selling his hard copy of his CD here because we're at a conference, and most people when you go to a concert, you sell your hard copies. But when you're here, something like, is there a better way to get it into people's hands, like putting it all on thumb drives and just handing out the thumb drives, or?
But are you selling it, or are you giving it away?
Well, we're selling. Should we be giving it?
All right, we're coming in like 15 seconds.
Well, that's a longer than 15-second answer, so.
Yeah. And you're welcome to hang around. We're going to do the entertainment report.
It's time for the entertainment report with Jeremiah.
All right, entertainment report time. We're getting it going. All right, man. The Truth is coming soon with some new stuff, man. He released on his Instagram about him doing an 8-track EP.
Oh wow.
In November, so be on the lookout for that, man. That's gonna be very good. And then also, Social Club is set to perform at the Dove Awards. The Gospel Music Association announced Social Club Music Misfits as one of the performers for the award show this year. They were nominated for Rap and Hip Hop Recording Song of the Year, Rap Hip Hop Album of the Year, and Short Form Video of the Year. And then 1K did tell us that he's going to be performing there as well. So, and other performers would be Kirk Franklin, Corin Hawthorne, Lauren Diego, Torrin Wells, Tori Kelly, and many, many more. So be on the lookout for that. It's
gonna be exciting.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. All right, copy section this week. Ruslan and Paul Russell via text pre-order. Dylan Chase, Joyful Loser pre-order. Chris Mack, I'm a Hopeless Romantic pre-order. Words Plays, LFL2. Parish Chairs and My Weakness. Jerry Skrills, 100 Proof EP. Baron Juan, Attention single. Zay Hill, Bagden single, and Aaron Cole, Making History single. Go pick them joints up. That's in the copy section this week. And that's pretty much it for me, man. Y'all got anything else?
No, man. Just a shout out to the Nectar artists that are actually here at Flavorfest, man. We've seen so many Nectar artists here. Jasmine Nakayo's here. We have is Aristotle? Aristotle's in the building.
Yep.
Gosh.
Aliva.
Who?
Avila, sorry.
Avila, yeah. And so it's amazing, man. So many Nectar artists. Tori Deshawn is here. We've had artists that have signed up at the table. So I mean, the Nectar family is growing.
That's what's up. All right, man. Let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars: Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
I'm hearing double time.
I know it's delayed.
Are you doing a drum configuration? Okay.
Yeah, the quality keeps getting real good, then it keeps going down, it keeps real good, and it goes back down.
I'm not worried about the video at all.
Well, so I'm thinking that it's gonna catch itself up. Because people are complaining that they.
Alright, so what's wrong with this?
What do you mean?
What good? The camera audio is not coming in.
Which camera audio?
It wasn't doing it.
Turn it on.
It wasn't on when I looked at it.
This is on.
Oh, got it.
That's why I'm here.
Why are you holding it?
It's me. You ever seen Harry Potter?
But Dumbledore pulled his thought out of this.
Bro, I gotta be dead honest with you.
You never seen the movies? so in the movies, right? The Grand Master, he looks at his thoughts in this bowl.
Okay.
And he pulls the thoughts from his head. The ones that he wants to remember, he pulls them out of his head. He puts them in the bowl so he can go back and look at them so he can bowl over them. So this is me. So this motion is kind of like me transferring the thoughts.
So basically, you call yourself
that.
the Grandmaster.
Keep that. I didn't call myself the Grandmaster. You said that.
But I got so you tell people, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and I transfer thoughts.
You're transferring thoughts. So when you do this, it's transferring thoughts.
Transfer the thoughts.
Okay. What I thought it meant was think about it, bro.
Nah.
Okay. Cool.
This is think about it. This is me giving you that.
Cool. Okay. I can rock with that.
Remember what the Grandmaster did? I'm doing that too.
Hey man. You don't become the Grand. You don't.
What I do need from you guys, I just thought about it. I did it with 1K last night, right? So what I'm doing
You don't know you're the Grandmaster until you
is
There you go.
I'm creating like
Unless
video intros
Oh,
that I'm
okay.
adding to
You
my
just wanted to be a movie star.
do my
Like,
posts.
you wasn't even going for it like
so so I can do one with you guys.
Oh, that'd be great.
You know, this is Track Stars and you're listening to Street Glory on 97.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So when I'm doing my video, so just so I can have a little variety when I post stuff with them. So like I said, 1K was the last night. The challenge with doing stuff here is that you gotta find a quiet space, right? So the fact that we're in a quiet space and we got lights and stuff like that, it just like I said,
We can do it on the mics here and send it to you.
No. It's
video.
Oh, it's a video.
yeah. Let me show you. So 1K was just from the last night, and again it's kind of noisy, but
you can't see the door.
every couple of years you gotta get certified.
so you know what I'm saying. So like it'll start like with that, and then I'll do my this week is blah 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 blah. So I want to do one with you guys.
Yeah, we can do it.
Absolutely.
The class right away.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm just set up. And then I can also take and then we can do the drop that way also. Because like I said, he did the drop. So I have my drop from him on my phone.
I think it'd be good to talk about Nectar's new prices.
That's a topic.
No, not a topic, but something to say. And mention that you say just all the benefits of it, because I was trying to explain it to people.
Anything new going on with Trump?
Because a lot of people still don't get the idea. You pay one price and you get to upload as many as you want. So that just really needs to be made really clear. They're still thinking like
I gotta stop.
you gotta pay per single, per album. Like no, you don't gotta do that. It's not 25 per album. It's 25 a year and it's unlimited. So just to stress that point.
So topic. So seeing that we've been talking about legends, I think to go off that, talk about how do we teach the new kids about the history of where they're coming from.
They're like all over there.
Because like
The thing is, you're gonna have to.
this is kind of giving me a reflection of what it is out there. You got all the new cats are like,
He's gonna take it out there
I
and have to spend
mean,
money.
yeah, that's legendary. Like, okay,
That's smart.
like it's been several times where it's just like, okay. And there's a lot of these new cats who don't even know like who Javon Life is. You know what I mean? They don't know. They don't know the old cats. They don't.
Yeah. In theory,
I think there was a lot. There was a lot. Yeah, definitely legend would be good. There was a lot that was said in Natalie Lawrence.
That was really good.
Which reminds me, I probably need to go look
She's
for
here?
KB.
I missed
Natalie
it.
Lawrence, KB there.
So I definitely missed that whole thing.
She's dope.
Okay. So it was crazy because she asked the question. Is Jasmine still in the room?
Wait, are you
No, she
wait?
just left.
Oh, she
Before,
asked.
before you start though, this is gonna be a topic. Say it.
Oh. I
is
don't
it
think
gonna be a
people-
topic or?
Well, people don't know
depth of the
what I'm
legend?
getting at. So she asked the question. She said, "How many artists are in the room?" And a lot of hands went up. And then she said, "Well, how many people write every day?" And only 3 hands went up.
play
And she
another song
said,
after this?
"Oh, well, I guess we only have 3 artists in the room then."
Play another song after this?
You agree with that? Yeah. And so she started talking about if you're not honing in on your craft every day, you're not taking it for real.
That one just looks appealing to me.
How much time I got, Jeremiah?
Huh? Yeah, I'm playing another song.
I'm trying to go find it.
You got the scope lens in there.
Yeah, wide angle. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen is it the iPhone XS that has the second one is a wide angle lens? In the dual camera setup?
Oh, that's attached to your phone?
Yeah. So this is my little mini setup. How
That's dope.
like I said, when you get forced to do it on your own. So you get your mic, which gives you better audio. Wide angle lens gives you, allows you to see more. And what I liked about this particular tripod, because I do my research on a lot of stuff, right? So evidently you could, it swivels,
You can
right?
wrap those legs around stuff too.
Yeah. So you can pretty much have it at any angle that you need to have it at, and then I could wrap this around something.
Yeah, you can wrap it around that.
Right. Wrap it around the
To
phone.
hang it up
and then,
somewhere.
Yeah. So you can pretty much put it wherever you need to put it, and then obviously you can just hold it.
It's an Amazon situation?
Oh yeah, Amazon's like one of my best friends.
Okay.
I should have stock there, but not yet. But
Nah, that's real. So Mike Wise, talk about it a little bit.
We have that at the studio.
it's like
It's a row, right?
It's
no, this is a Movo,
Oh, okay.
right?
It
I mean,
looks
but
the
same as a Rovo. This is just a wind thing or whatever. So if you're outside, you know how to be.
Yeah.
This kind of.
Produce that.
Yeah, it's like the foam, the foam on the microphone.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. Again, the like I said, I did one case drops on it yesterday in the car, and so when you put it through, Adobe or whatever software, you can just take out the noise thing or whatever. It'll sound
clean,
amazing. Like as long as you're in a quiet space where it's like as quiet as it could be, you think it was done in the studio.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm like, oh man, I'm here now. I should just go ahead and
this is
get
dope.
the drop. But again, like I said, this is one of those where OG in the building. Hold on.
I'm actually playing KJ right now too.
Matter of fact, KJ, we can do that right now. We can do the drop. We can do the drop right we in here. See how God works?
Where you want me to sit?
Crazy.
Use it right here.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
Man, you making the apostle get out of his chair?
Nah, bro.
The apostle move? That's the deacon elder.
Look at God. I'm playing KJ part 2.
How much time before you guys get back on?
We can always push music. You want to push music?
Because I want to do the drop, and then I'm gonna do you guys drop.
Okay.
And then if you want me to sort of sit, I'll sit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, KJ, can we go? We can go anywhere. I just need you to.
Yeah, we'll be quiet.
So the first one is the video. Okay. You can say it's KJ52 and listen to Street Glory on the inside. Right? And then the second one is KJ52 and listen to Street Glory at the rest of Secret DJ 22.
I'm not going to say that. I'm already I have terrible short camera.
No. The first one is real simple.
You still using
you listen to Street Glory with
No, I'm gonna give it to you right now.
Oh,
I got it written down.
I was just thinking, if I
hey,
walk out.
there's gonna be a remix. Cheez-Its in Miami. That's the remix. All I have is Cheez-Its in Miami. It's about a food thing.
So the first one is the drop, right?
Oh,
that one we can do. That's the only one that's on camera is. This is KJ520 years on Street Glory.
Let's do it.
Alright. And then that one is
very exciting.
No, man.
Don't look at it.
No, this one we're gonna do. What's up? This KJ520 and this in Street Glory.
Street Glory. Got it.
Outside the line.
Alright, guys, can I just get a quick? Possibly quick.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy KJ52. You are listening to Street Glory on Hot 97. That work?
Yeah.
Everything else is audio?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheez-Its in Miami.
My jumps is good. I get to play you on both platforms, but that you
In the chunk list too?
Huh?
You full Florida out.
Oh
Some
yeah,
chocolates.
yeah. That's what you call them? I call them sandwiches.
Chocolatas. Chocolatas. The sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
Puerto
from New York.
Rican. The mom's hit the
Yeah. So you got it. You
well,
got it.
I'm not Puerto Rican, but my best friends get hit with it saying it all the time. He's like, dodge the chocolate, it's coming.
So this one, when you do this one, right?
Yep.
Just a little pause here.
Okay.
Because I take this drop
Sure.
and I break it up into 2 drops. Okay?
Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's your boy KJ52, and you are listening to the heavy hitter DJ Tony Tone. Blessed Kept Secret on Hot 97.
It's a class going on back there. It's only a bit funny.
The thing I love about you guys, no matter where you're at, it always looks official on camera. Because of the backdrop. You would never know you're in a Sunday school room.
One more, let's do.
At this point, you would.
Let's do this one.
You can see the chairs on the side.
Hey y'all, it's KJ52, and when I'm in New York, I tune into Street Glory on Hot 97 with DJ Tony Tone. Blessed Kept Secret.
Done. And then you guys then.
You want us to do it together?
Yep, same thing. Same thing. Oh, there you go.
Scrap.
So the first one, right, is with track stars and you're listening to Street Glory on Hot 97. Okay. Right? And we can do it with the background.
Think should we all have different parts? Make it easier.
If you want to say your names and then say we are track stars and you're listening to Street Glory on Hot 97,
Okay.
That's fine as well. All right, hold on. Doing video mode.
Say it again. Who's doing the rest?
What's going on? This is Ryan Righteous, John Tanner, DJ Jeremiah, and you're listening to Street Glory, and then you say.
Did I say Hot 97?
Yo, yeah, you can. I say you're listening to Street Glory, and you say best kept.
With the best kept secret.
The best kept secret, and then he says on Hot 97.
Or you can just say with DJ Tony Tone on Hot 97. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably easier.
Do it again with DJ Tony Tone.
Okay. What's going on? It's Ryan Righteous.
Sean Tanner.
DJ Jeremiah.
And you're listening to Street Glory Radio.
Street Glory.
Oh, Street Glory. Okay, Street Glory.
With DJ Tony Tone.
On Hot 97.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? It's Ryan Righteous.
Sean Tanner.
DJ Jeremiah.
And you're listening to Street Glory.
Do it again.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep. What's going on? It's Ryan Righteous.
Sean Tanner.
DJ Jeremiah.
And it's the Track Stars, and you're listening to Street Glory.
With DJ Tony Tone.
On Hot 97. Every day, that's my word.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's perfect. I listen to that every day growing up.
And this is how. That's how.
What's going on? It's Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah, and it's the Track Stars, and you're listening to Street Glory with DJ Tony Tone.
Hot 97. Every day, that's my word.
That was dope. That was dope.
You need more passion. Do it again. Needs more passion.
You said do it again with more passion?
Needs more passion. More passion.
I can do it. Still need.
And then we're gonna do the drop.
You just need one of us to do these?
You know what? There's 3.
So one of each?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Can you turn That headphone?
Oh, Jeremiah gonna have to do the one about when I'm in New York.
Why?
It might be the one back in New York.
All right, so
And actually, you know what? If y'all want, you can say this is Track Stars. Like y'all can say this is Track Stars, right?
yeah.
And then one of y'all can just finish it out.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So you want us to all three
This
do
is
each?
audio.
I want you all to say Track Stars, right? And then one person would just say the rest of it. And then on the next one, you know, just Track Stars, and then whoever wants to take that one can take. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So you want us to all say this is Track Stars,
Right.
Then do the rest.
Right.
I'll
So then
finish this one.
whoever decides to do what, you know, first one, second one, whatever, that's up to you guys.
All right, gotcha.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
This is 1, 2, 3.
No.
We're
You
supposed to
gonna
say.
what's going on? This is the Track Stars.
I'm reading. It says this is Track Stars.
No.
Why don't we
You
all
say-
three of us say
you
this
say
is Track
what's
Stars,
going
and then
on,
we kept going.
and this is Track Stars.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what happens when
No.
you try to get 3 people on.
We're all gonna say this is Track Star, and then I'm gonna
Not
finish.
rehearsed.
Yeah,
On the
that's it.
spot.
All right.
That's what you just said.
That's how drops always be there when you lose.
Ready?
The doo-wop groups go through all the time.
Hold on.
This is Track Stars.
Dude, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Ready?
It's like when you trying to play rock.
This is Track Stars.
This is Track Stars, and you're listening to the heavy hitter DJ Tony Tone, the blessed kept secret on Hot 97.
Jeremiah, when you do number 3, you're gonna have to say, hey, this is, when we say Track Stars, you say when we're in New York.
And when I'm in New York, or when
When we're in New York.
I didn't know there was a dance on here.
So we're saying,
So,
good morning.
You still want that same effect on this one, or you just want him to do it? So we're all
Good
saying
morning, it's
it's
Track
Stars.
Stars.
Good morning, it's Track Stars. And we're listening to Street
Don't do that, bro.
Pull it back, man. Pull it back.
Good morning, it's Track Stars. And you're listening
So
to
1, 2,
Street
3.
Glory.
Good morning, it's Track Stars. All right, ready?
We're not seeing you count. You're doing this.
Yeah, you said
That's
hold
the
on.
count.
I'm not
Oh, okay. All right.
This is like the ready. I'm double dutching.
Good morning, it's Track Stars, and you're listening to Street Glory on Hot 97 with the blessed kept secret, DJ Tony Tone.
So now you saying, hey, this is, or
It's
hey,
Track.
we are.
Hey, this is the track.
Okay.
This
And
is
then
Track
we-
Star.
And when we're
Where? Okay.
when we're in New York.
When we're in New York.
We tune into Street Glory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Track Stars, and we and that's hard. And when we are
And
in,
when we're
and when where? Okay.
and when we're in New York,
When we're in
we
New
tune
York.
in to Street Glory on Hot 97 with DJ Tony Tone, the best kept secret.
Yeah. Okay.
I sure did.
Go ahead.
Hey,
This is the Track Stars, and when we're in New York, we tune in to Street Glory on Hot 97 with DJ Tone Tone, the blessed kept secret. Let's go.
Dope.
Thank you. Hey,
Great job,
right here,
guys.
watch
Great
us
job.
do that.
It's kind of an embarrassing thing to do.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's
That's dope, actually.
Listen, I've seen people take more takes than that. To do
Yeah. We were talking about being on YouTube Live. Everybody's just looking at us.
I've seen people take a whole lot of
Oh, that's good, man.
lot of time.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
No, man, I appreciate you guys. Man. Help me
Got a call.
Oh, okay.
make things easier.
Yeah.
I like your setup, man. That's dope.
Oh, thank you, man. Gotta be creative, bro.
When you on that road.
How much was this thing?
Maybe $30 or something like that.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Yeah, it's not. Got it on Amazon. Yeah. Like even the mic and.
What's up?
I was supposed to do an interview with y'all last night.
Okay.
And it got too late. So
Okay.
I don't know what time.
Are you gonna be here
it's
tonight?
time for the day.
Tonight it's gonna be right after the beat battle again.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, just come by.
Yeah, I will.
All right, man.
Don't
Thank
stack
you.
me up after like, oh, Bill's gotta come, KB's gotta come, and then Stephen Malcolm's gotta come. And be like, bro,
No,
my
just-
church was the one Stephen Malcolm got saved at, bro. He was
Okay.
put me up over him. Now,
So you got a story to tell. Yeah, right after the beat battle, just come back here.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
be back here. All right, man.
Beacon Light's good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's what that was?
Beacon Light.
See, I wish I gotta get a drop from him too. Like, I
Oh,
don't.
well, grab him.
Yeah,
Grab
can
him.
you? Can somebody
He
sign him up?
should just hang in here with us.
Yeah,
right
can
now.
somebody. See, I don't know most artists by face. I know
Tell
by
him
their
to stay
music.
around for line too.
So if somebody doesn't tell me who that is,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
and I don't look at their face, I wouldn't know who that guy is. Again, I don't particularly. I'm more of a, you know how DJ, we know music. It's like, oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just don't buy that real name. So I don't know.
I just saw K Slade maybe about a month ago. I knew the name, but if that dude would have walked up on me on the street, I wouldn't even know who he was. Wow. And it was only because I was at the station late that night, and he was spinning on his show. Because I don't really listen to a show like that.
Yeah.
But that's how I knew what he looked like.
Wow.
Other than that, I wouldn't have, the dude could have walked right up to me and be like, and I'd be like, who are you? And if he would have said his name, I'd be like, oh, yo, what's up, dude? I mean, which is bad, but I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, hey, bro.
Yo.
I would appreciate a drop from you.
But y'all streaming right now? Yo.
Houston, right here.
down there. You gotta be careful what you say.
Did I what? I didn't see him. It was the kid calling me. I'm
off.
hollering.
We're gonna make a cool joke.
We got
Oh, he's back. Okay, good.
All right, we got to see it now.
No, sit here.
Back and I'm happy.
So,
this is
so
a-
do this. Grab him and do his drops, and
Yeah.
we'll do KJ.
Yeah,
real quick.
absolutely.
So do your drops first, and then come back. We're gonna get you on the way back.
What you want me to say, bro?
Oh, you for him?
For him.
Oh, for him.
Yeah, he's gonna get you.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to.
Yeah, we're gonna get you when you come back. All right.
So you're getting ready to interview KJ now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, let me,
You're out of here,
is there another
Man, screw you.
Think about what you did.
There's another classroom right next door. And then like
I appreciated
I
your
think the class is over.
your wisdom in there.
Oh, man.
the
you're
class
the
is over. It's lunchtime now.
Alright, so we're gonna do it like this. Where you at? You ready?
I tried to tell him I was vegan
I was
too.
trying to see what we was gonna do, but
Like
you
some
didn't
salad.
I had to play
Is that the lunch outside?
That's free.
That's the lunch?
Or you went to,
No, that's the
No,
lunch
that's the
they're
lunch.
serving.
They serve
Oh.
lunch.
You know,
Oh,
it's
yo,
$3.99.
grab like 5 of them
you
joints.
know,
Yeah.
yesterday I tried to get both rice and noodles.
I think it's for everybody.
It is. Yeah, they're serving
I'm
that.
KJ, I can get one.
Yeah.
Y'all can eat. Did y'all need me to bring
Fried hidden manna that you knew not of.
I don't think they're gonna let you get like a bunch of bags, but we'll come out there in the next break. Thank you. Hey, Camille.
I'm not eating this on the mic, I promise.
No, you're good. You're good. You make the rules.
Welcome, sir. Awesome performance.
How are you, man? Okay, what are we talking about? Who we gonna make fun of? Who we gonna make feel bad?
Rappers who rap with their mouths full.
It's the new mumble rap.
It's the new mumble rap.
Yeah,
Check,
food.
check.
Mouthful of food rap.
You know, arguably, I don't know if that would be less.
Now, Tony Tone was supposed to be on this next topic. Tony Tone was supposed to be on the next
We were
topic.
just interviewing
Okay,
him.
we just do an interview instead.
Tony has not done it again.
We've never had you in studio before.
No, we haven't. We've had you at our studio.
We've had people interview you. We've never done it in here. Well, you're not
Well, we're gonna
technically in
raise
studio
funds
now.
to get a longer cable.
You're
actually using this.
Great setup.
We met you at our first Flavorfest, and it was crazy because we were tagging. It was 2013. We were tagging behind some people, and we were just like, we had no access.
Borderline stalking.
We had nothing. There was another guy with a camera, and he was just like, "You guys want to carry my bags?" We were like, "Cool."
So let's get this going, just in case we got more fun.
That's pretty good for cauliflower.
Yeah. You know what I'd love to get your take on?
What's up?
The Eminem NF.
Ha! That's one of my most popular podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to get your take on that.
In fact, every podcast I do about NF or Eminem is always like the most popular.
That's our most popular.
I'm like,
Some people feel like
Our line
NF
for
is
line
just-
got
there's more things to talk about.
600,000 views. It's the largest line for line video.
Wow.
That's true.
But you got that comparison early back in the day.
Of course.
Mhm.
But I think back then it was an insult. Now
Mm.
people don't care.
Mm.
People don't. Designer can sound just like Future.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many. It actually works in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's weird. I remember like 2009. There was almost a direct descendant of every
20
artist.
seconds.
Nope.
Mm.
Like
Play another song. Jeez.
B.O.B. was like an Outkast descendant.
Yeah.
Hobson was the Eminem descendant. Asher Roth was from Asher Roth, but you know. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
see this new crop of people. I thought
Yeah.
Macklemore reminded me of say Francis.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to not come out and you're influenced by hip hop where it is and
Totally.
not sound like or
It's
say
just-
something
But it's
or
not a bad thing when you.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's when
Yeah.
things change.
Yeah. But as long as you have your own message and you're telling your own story, like it'd be weird if you got up there and you told somebody else's story the same way that they told it.
Like, they're not.
Yeah, then you pretty much have a cover band.
Yeah.
I feel like hip hop is one of the few genres that do that though. Because in house music, we want you to have the exact
Yeah,
same.
interesting.
In rock music, we want to hear another guitar solo that just as fire as the last guitar solo. We want like if you go off of that, then I'm no longer feeling the vibe. And hip hop, you want to hear.
Only 12 notes you can play. There's
Exactly.
nothing original technically. But
Was it 12 notes total?
But think about, I mean, when Rakim came out, when Nas came out, you know, tons of Rakim comparisons.
Alright, you ready?
And,
YouTube's talking to you. Hey, KJ's in the building.
Oh, see, now that doesn't look professional.
Mm.
That
Yeah, this is a switcher that we're on.
Right.
I'm just messing
Alright, let's do this. It's still going strong.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised. That's good.
Did you leave your phone right here?
That's our internet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where
okay.
the internet coming from. I keep forgetting.
it's
I
something-
walk
are
out
you
the door,
tethering?
I put it back, or it's gonna
I'm
come
tethering
out.
too. I don't know if you want to.
Tethering what? We're going through this. The whole show is going through this.
Wow.
Leatherback.
So what are you tethering to?
From my phone.
Yeah, we're using it.
Well, I just don't want to add too many Wi-Fi streams.
And do not get on this one.
We must
I can't get on it anyway. I don't have a password.
Oh, good. Praise
I'm
God.
on mine.
And my hands are in front of it. I watch this thing.
Do we need to charge him up though?
I think I got 30% on
Oh
there.
yeah, we need to charge you up.
I got a charger.
What kind of phone is it?
Samsung.
As long as you can give it the angle on.
You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it.
You want to let it die?
That's a good angle.
What's the percentage on
Biggie
it?
said he ready to die. The phone ready to die.
Do you think it's almost dead? Like, do you have
30%?
knowledge?
And you're streaming Wi-Fi? Yeah. I was at 86% when we started the show. I'm at 46% now.
Still 34.
I was at 86 when we started the show. I'm
All
at
right, 30 seconds.
46.
You also have a different type of.
All right, stop it.
You leave his Obama phone.
Oh, no, here you go. There it is. You want to hear yourself? Oh,
Here we go.
Jack. Yes, it's funny. It's Jack.
All right, y'all ready?
You can hear me here.
Yeah, back in the field with the track stars Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah was good.
All right, this segment is sponsored by Nectar Distribution. Make sure that you go out to www.nectar.trackstars.com. Figure out how you can become a part of Nectar Distribution. We've got some great artists already signed up to Nectar. They're doing a great job with promoting. We can help you with that too. So make sure that you get on the internet, do what you got to do, join the squad, all right?
Awesome, man. We have KJ52 in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good.
I just realized we've never actually had you. Like, we've interviewed you several different ways, but not like actually at the table.
You finally lifted the ban.
We have lifted the ban.
I shot up the building.
You are cleared to play.
They said you can come back, finally.
Man, I think we've said it enough. I don't know if you believe us, but man, we are huge fans of yours.
Yes.
I love you guys too.
Really
Thank
big
you.
fans of yours, man.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, seriously. And you were one of we always say this. You were one of the first people to actually give us a shot with this line for line thing. Most people get offended, and you embraced it.
You defended. He defended it.
Yeah.
He defended it
Absolutely.
to other artists.
Yeah.
That was dope.
You
for
gotta.
us.
One thing we stress in my church is fearless feedback,
Mm.
and you have to be willing to invite fearless feedback. And I'm pretty hard on myself, so
Yeah.
you know.
So I wanted for the people who don't know, I can't imagine who they are, but let them know how far you go back, because what we were gonna do during this section is talk about the death of the legends and how people aren't really like holding up our legends in this genre. I want them to know like how long you've been doing this and how long you've been killing it, because artists are aspiring to be able to do this the way you're doing it, and they don't even know who's actually doing it that way.
I think they're aspiring for the
platform, but not for the
longevity.
I don't think they think like that. So I started full time about. This is actually.
Yeah, I know.
Can I take this off?
There's
I feel like I can't.
like lazy words.
So I started full time
18 years ago.
But I've been doing it since approximately 93. Started right around 88. Started doing it for Christ maybe 93, 94.
93.
Any day with a soul. But yeah, I took the lead in 2000 and went full time with it. Never looked back.
Yeah. That's dope. So I told you my introduction was the collaborations.
Right.
And that's kind of where I got into it, and I was just like, man, this is so good. Like, I was a doubter, right? Christian, rap, I didn't believe it. But then I heard you, I had Flames album, Truth.
And Grits, you said?
Grits.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I was like, okay, this is actually possible.
I think
We
all
can
of us
do
come to
this.
Christian rap like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No one's like, I was raised on Christian rap. It's very rare that you would hear that. It might happen. That might be a new thing.
Now.
But I don't think, you're right. You usually get saved and you want new music and you're skeptical and someone gives it to you and then you're like, it's like you discovered the secret garden.
Yeah, just because, and then ever since then, it's just been a battle of being like, okay, you need to give this a shot, because a lot of people have in their mind, I know what that is. I don't want to hear that. But one day, actually, that's why we came up with Line for Line, because it's like, if you give it a shot, you'll be surprised.
It's literally like vegan food.
Exactly.
Like, vegan food? Why would I eat vegan food? Man, just try it. Eat these kale chips. It is pretty good. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly
it is
right.
because it's an analogy, but your palate is already just geared towards one thing.
Right.
And music is just like food, on so many levels.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to get your opinion on the new age of Christian hip hop. You've seen the whole thing happen.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen the whole thing.
Well,
yet,
a lot of it. I know, right? I'm just
you are the treasure. You are the knowledge keeper, sir. And I roll a scroll.
It's all out of respect. It's all out
I
of
appreciate
respect.
it, man.
But you just seen the journey between.
I've seen a good chunk of it.
Exactly,
yes,
exactly. So are you worried? Are you excited? Like, what's your emotion?
I guess be able to have hindsight. You can look back, and the funny thing is, so many of the things that we argue about, we've been arguing about. Like, I could go back in time 20 years. It's the same basic arguments.
Yeah.
So that's not really a problem. I am encouraged really by the mainstream acceptance of it. That was the main thing. Was the problem was that the churches weren't really feeling it. The industry wasn't feeling it. Mainstream wasn't giving you a chance. You had little glimpses of it, but it wasn't on a regular. My humble opinion why that is just the genre has grown up.
Yeah.
So those that were 20-something are now 30-something, 40-something. They're now the pastors. They're now the radio guys.
Yeah.
They are now, it's just easier when the old guard is gone.
Yeah.
They've kept you out.
Wow.
So, am I encouraged? Absolutely, no question.
Are you worried about the skill of rap? Because what I remember from collaborations is you doing like the A, B, C, D.
Yeah, the
you know, like
lyricism
the style, the technicality of rap. Like that's kind of gone, right?
Such a great debate because it's such an old man thing to say in the sense of like in my day. But the reality is that absolutely, music now is it's sizzle over steak. You know what I mean? It's swag over substance, no question. But the beauty in that is that there is also something for everybody. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It is very homogenized. It is not lyrics first, but you want it, you can find it.
Yeah.
There's way more available. So yeah, while the majority is not like that, there is still way more choices of what you do want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's, again, it's a reflection. Christian rap, whether you like it or not, has always sort of just followed whatever mainstream is doing.
Yeah.
So as lyricism goes down there, it goes down here.
Wow.
That's real.
But as there's more options there, there's more options here.
But you haven't been the get off my lawn guy. Like you've collaborated with some of these young guys.
Get off my lawn.
with my Tribe Called Quest shirt on. Get off my petunias. Can I say that are there those things that get in my head? Absolutely. I think the difference is there are times where the Lord checks me, and I also have always worked with youth. You know what I mean? I left inner city youth pastoring to do the music. I'm back doing youth ministry. So if you're around young people, you realize you're never gonna connect with them if you look down on them. And we all tend to be, as we get older, to be revisionists in our history. We always think our days were better. Come on, man. There was crap rap back then. There was, you know, everybody gets on mumble rap, but did any of us know what DOS Effects was saying?
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, you could say, oh, I hate Tekashi
Bum
6.
shickety bum shickety
Yeah.
bum bum.
But it sounded cool.
Pinocchio's nose.
Exactly. I mean, we can go, oh, I hate Tekashi 6ix9ine. All he does is yell. But it's like Onyx was yelling quite a bit too.
I loved Onyx though.
So, and guess what? There's a kid right now who likes Tekashi that 20 years from now is going to go.
Yes. Yeah. It happens. It's a cycle.
But I think as a general rule, absolutely, the shift is there.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll swing back, but I think hip hop has always just mirrored what society is. The 80s were the crack era. They were the era of trickle down Reaganomics, et cetera, et cetera. So the music said, we're going to speak back to this.
Yeah.
You had groups like Public Enemy and BDP. We don't have that now.
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it is what we were doing in the early 2000s and even before, it worked. The kids that are rapping now are the kids that were in youth group.
That's true.
Back then. So
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
it got their attention.
Yeah.
But they may not be as discipled as we were back then, right? So there needs to be some exchanging of the guard. You know, we have to be don't kick them out. They're the kids that we wanted to reach.
I have a story that's exactly what you're talking about. So when Zonti came out, I didn't know him. I just knew he was from Tampa, and that was about it. So part of me at first was like, you know what I mean? Like, who's this kid coming out? Like, you get mad when someone just hits a viral hit.
Yeah.
You're like, I've been working all my life, and I've never hit a million. Like, this kid drops a song, and it's huge. So the old part of me is like, you didn't have to go through the checks and balances that I did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but how can you hold somebody to that when if I would have been 18 and had it, of course I would have embraced it.
Of course.
So what God checked me on was to say, how dare you look down on someone's success when you're not there to guide them through it.
Yeah.
So I reached out to his dad and I just said, hey man, I don't want anything to change. I'm just here to be a resource for you. If you have any questions you want to talk about, you know, because he was being courted by labels and stuff. And we just met a few times and it was just, try this, don't try that. Don't do this, look out for this, da-da-da-da. And out of that came the song, like the song we did.
Yeah.
That was really it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that deep.
Yeah.
But we do need to prop up the next generation,
Yeah.
even if we don't always understand it.
And he's open, and I love his dad. His dad is awesome. And I even prayed with him last night. Just he wants it, you know. He wants the handoff, right? So
Totally.
I think their success is what we wanted.
Absolutely.
We wanted to be able to put out a single and actually get
Totally.
noticed outside of our little circle. So I think the potential is there for even better things when we could connect them back to what we've been working on all this time. And they get to benefit from all the work. You know, let them do it. That's
I would
the
say
whole point.
Social Club is another example of that, where they didn't find the audience found them. But that's the difference era we live in. Like hip hop for a long time, or music in general, was a communist dictatorship.
Yeah.
Like we told you what to like.
Yeah.
And you only had 10 options anyway. Whereas now, it's like little tribes. And this little tribe likes this thing. And so they go and find their chieftain and they elect that person.
Yeah.
That group is their representative. And that's what you see in music now. And you can't predict a hit anymore.
But there's a lot of
The fact of 7th Avenue, that's how I first heard about you, was 7th Avenue. And on that album, you had like that, going back to that conversation about the presentation of Christian hip hop. I think that's what we was talking about because you in one album you had Cross Movement, and then and then another one you had Grits. So it's like you had them, and then Bonafide at that time was rapping like the Christian hip hop guy, and like you was like, it's all about me. Did I mention me? I'm the dopest rapper in this Christian rap industry. Yeah, like you were the braggadocious, and he was schooling you.
Yes,
it was like, yo, you know what I mean? Yeah. Was that even stronger? Because I mean, we keep coming. I don't know why we keep recycling this issue, but when would the issue end? And then was that your thought?
As long as you have people, it'll never end. It's like, will churches ever get along? Of course not. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem is that Christian hip hop by nature is very evangelistic. By nature being wordy, it tends to come off confrontational.
Yeah.
So we are very guarded with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the culture is very guarded with. So the minute you see anything that's like, oh, this guy's gonna stop doing that or he's not doing this, we get freaked out. You know what I mean? That's our tribe chieftain.
Yeah.
Saying, I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah.
So that song we did, it's funny because that actually got me my record deal because I sent it into Goatee and that's how I got signed. I was just coming out of this sort of mindset where I was the rapper who was a Christian. I was doing a lot of secular mainstream stuff. It was a very much like go in undercover and build relationships. Yeah. And then when I got booed off the stage for being a white guy, I realized like this is not going to work too well, okay? Because they're booing me before I can even build relationships. So I realized, you know what? From here on out, I'd rather just be upfront. I'm a Christian hip hop artist. I'd rather get booed for my faith. And I noticed it almost became like a shield. I never had that problem again. Wow. And the reality was that changed my methodology.
Yeah.
So that's what I brought with to Tehran when we did that song.
Yeah.
You know, but look, a lot of us get saved. We start to do music.
Yeah.
There's very little time for discipleship.
Yeah.
There is a lot of struggles that go into that, and that's still a problem.
Real quick, can you talk about Scribble Jam? Like, I mean, that's old school.
My man.
But like, did you like no? People don't know that like you was battling people like doing your thing in like those circles.
So Scribble Jam was interesting. I was the first Christian hip hop artist to ever battle at it. You know, M had battled there like a couple years prior. I was at a period in my life where we always did MC battles and stuff previously.
Yeah.
So that was never new. I just knew now that I had my deal and I was traveling and I was like living this dream, I was like, if I lose touch with just secular situations, I'm going to be in this bubble where I'm going to not lose my edge.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, let me start doing open mics and battles locally. And me and Golden Child just kept winning every time. Like, we were like, they would be like, these two white guys who never cuss and then hug you after they rip you, they keep winning. And never, you know, we didn't do any like sexual metaphors or we never did like, we would just snap. It was just snapping.
Yeah.
But we all could freestyle and that's really where we kept winning because the guys really couldn't come off the head. So on a whim, I just said, you know what? I'm going to send my footage into Scribble Jam. And if I get accepted, cool. And they did. They were like, yeah, come on, man. You'll be in our 16. And I got a lot of flack for it from the Christian rap community.
Wow.
A lot. They were like, you're going to lose. You're going to embarrass us. You, of all people, should not be representing us.
Wow.
There should be other people in there. Like I got a ton of flack. And then I lose in the first round.
Oh, wow.
But the point was like, it wasn't about whether I won. It was just about, if there's anything that's defined my life, I'll do the one thing most people won't do.
Yeah.
And I'll even take the L.
So how do you feel about Loso and Saga and everybody now that do it like battle rap?
So I went up and I've never met him. I saw him and I said, hey man, I just want to tell you I appreciate you and I think you're awesome and just let you know that you are appreciated because I know what you're doing is not easy.
Yeah.
Granted, his battles are a different.
Yeah, of course.
Totally different scenario. You know, the battles of the early 2000s were 30 seconds. all free. You had to freestyle. You didn't know the beat, and you didn't know your opponent.
Yeah.
So there were times where things got a little theological.
Yeah.
You know, like guy told me he was gonna urinate all over my Bible and da 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 da. But it was so easy to rebuttal stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when I see what they're doing straight apologetics, man.
Yeah.
You know, with
really
an
is.
aggressiveness.
Yeah.
But I've always said battling is the equivalent of two boxers facing off in the ring. They're doing the same thing that if you did it on the street, you get arrested for it.
Yeah.
But in a battle, there's certain parameters and rules. In a boxing match, there's parameters and rules. And you understand and you train. And you usually walk away with respect for your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus if someone walks up to me and just hits me in the face, that is no different than. That's why I have a problem with diss records. Christian rap diss records to me is a slug in the face. That's not the way the Bible says to handle conflict.
Right. You mean outward or?
I'm just
in-
saying, like, I
inside?
got a problem with you. I'm gonna write a diss song about you, and it's in the Christian rap context.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a slug in the face. The Bible says if your brother offends you,
Go
go to
him.
him one-on-one.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, there is gray area there with like confronting sin and things like that. Maybe there's some gray area in there, but I'm just saying. That's why I've always anyone say, "Oh, how can you battle and be a Christian?" I'm like, "How can you box and be a Christian?"
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that. I like MMA. I'm like, you don't even have a problem. That's violence. Like, but if you understand in that context,
Yeah.
then it's different. But again, you know, I talked about today as like a Navy SEAL goes through a harder training to live behind the enemy lines.
Yeah.
That's what they are doing.
Yeah.
That's what Loso and those guys do. They're Navy SEAls.
Yeah. And they do a good job.
They
at
do
it.
a great job.
I mean, we've been in when Loso battled in Atlanta, we've gone out and support them a couple times, and it's like
it's MMA.
Yeah. And then the environment needs it.
Oh,
because when you leave there, your clothes is nothing but weed. I
And that's
literally
what
have
it
to
was
go
like-
to my house and just wash my clothes
You
immediately.
right.
'Cause-
My wife
but
wouldn't let us in the house.
he's light in those dark
But what's
places.
surprising
And
is the crowd. They love it.
Yeah.
They're open to it.
Oh yeah.
do.
Well, you
So-
can't help. Look, if everyone is going at 50 miles an hour and you come in at 10 miles an hour, you automatically make everybody stop. So the fact that you're not even cussing
Yeah.
makes people go, "You can do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would win so many battles just on that inertia alone.
Wow.
Because they're like, this guy never once, relies on the crutch. There's so many crutches in battling.
Yeah.
Gun bars,
Yeah.
bombs, you name it. All those things.
I have another question. Going back to the veterans of our genre, do you think that more people should put out more material, like more records? Because it seemed like a lot of the veterans, like they be like, "I'm good," or "I'm doing this," or "I'm a pastor," or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think Cross Movement did something at Legacy recently, or like
Well,
a
they
year
did a
ago.
reunion show.
Yeah, they did a show,
Yeah.
and people was like, "Oh, this was like Thanksgiving. This is like this or like that." And people
Well, I think
liked it.
people over
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think, like, because I think hip hop,
And
at
that's
the
not a
same time-
shot. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah,
they're
yeah.
the ones that were impacted and have the emotional
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, people, like, older people
Yes.
still need hip hop music if they want
Totally.
to listen, especially positive hip hop music. You know what I mean? So that's the question. Like, do you think we should that still should happen?
I can't speak to anyone else and go, this is why you're not doing it per se, but I think a lot of it is inspiration.
Gotcha.
They just run out of inspiration.
Gotcha.
They run out of hunger. They get distracted. And some guys self-disqualify themselves. Oh, man, I'm too old. What are you going to listen to me? I'm like, yeah, the same guy that's your age is going to listen to you.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, like, okay, drop in the Sons of Intellect album I did like 2 months ago. It's my least selling album. It's my least supported record. But to those that got it, it's life, water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the great thing is I can now do things like that.
Yeah.
I'm working on a Christmas album.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why not?
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to be restricted from these things because of the label back in the day. It was like, I'm indie. I can do whatever I want. I don't know what to tell you except for I feel bad for those guys. I reached out to a couple of veterans to be on that project, and all of them said, I don't rap anymore.
Wow.
I'm like,
Oh man.
but you get jaded. You get bitter. You get self-doubting. And be honest, some of the guys, they just don't keep their skills sharp. So yeah, they do sound bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Is a way to keep the skills sharp, or a way to connect, is to work with the artist that, like you did with Zanti, and
Absolutely.
And do you encourage them when they say stuff to you like that?
It's not even just about an artist like Azanti. It's more about keeping people that are younger than you that you will listen to. So
Yeah.
I hit a wall about 3 years ago where I was like, stylistically, I've hit a wall. I'm having a hard time adapting to this new style because I don't know how to make it my own. And plus, my voice is a tenor. When I rhyme, I can't get on 808 beats as well because I don't have the baritone to fill it. So I sat with Derek Minor for at least a year of demoing. No, that song's not gonna work. No, that doesn't work. No, I mean, it took a good year of me just doing bad songs to finally, somewhere along the line, it worked.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's new, but it's not. It's me, but it's updated. That's where the problem is. Most people don't want to put in a year to work.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But they also don't invite the feedback. So I had to find someone who's like Derek, who's in his early 30s, to go, help me, speaking to me. And then you go to a younger generation, and you just go, it's not about asking him how to, because an 18-year-old kid can't tell you what to do. He barely knows what he's doing. But you can go, what do you think about this?
Yeah. That takes a lot.
That's
how are you able to handle feedback from kids like this? And you're like, I've been doing this.
If you hang out with you kids all the time, you're always getting feedback.
Whether
Yo,
you
man,
like
your
it or
hat
not.
sucks. Yo, I love you so much. Like literally, you hang out with
It's
them
raw
teenagers.
emotion,
In
yeah.
2 seconds, they've cut you down, told you they love you, cried on your shoulder, and then ran away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the nature of teenagers. So you just have to like take it with a grain of salt. But I love it. Like it's not a problem for me. But I also am in that you have to invite it. You have to be there. You have to. Most of it is just listening. Unless you're willing to listen to kids. And let me also say, grown-ups don't necessarily. We don't also always be taking cues from kids.
Yes. Yeah.
So often we're like, I just want the kids' approval. Really? Do you really want the kids' approval? Like, that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
What do a grown-up CHH album sound like? Like what is that? Like what besides just being a boom bap album or whatever, but what does it sound like?
I think Sho Baraka has done a lot of grown-up albums. I think of Jackie Hill Perry. I think a lot of the Humble Beast stuff is very grown-up. A lot of the Shylin stuff is very grown-up. But they're different aspects of being grown-up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It comes down to like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
you know
but I'm just talking about even with the sound of it, because sometimes everybody automatically thinks boom bap.
Boom bap, yeah, that's such a
but
default thing.
Yeah,
I only did boom bap because I just haven't rapped on those beats, and it
Yeah.
felt fun to be back on them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do 700 albums like that. Dang, that's a great question. What does a grown-up album sound like? It's what a grown-up is like, where he's at.
Yeah.
Does that grown-up play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Does that grown-up
No, because I think
watch The Office?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I think I'm just scared that a lot of people that listen to Christian hip hop, even in youth ministry back in the day, 2000, whatever, and they grown up, sometimes they just let it go because it's like, well, I outgrown that, or.
But do you know what? You know what that problem is? That's a problem for people that are in their 30s and 40s because we grew up in an era where you were supposed to be done. The kids don't. This is the thing I know without a doubt. The kids don't think that way.
Yeah.
They are in a world where I was as a teenager, growing up listening to rock artists that were in their 30s and 40s. Never once did I question Bono being in his 30s.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Sting being too old. It's just music. It's what I accept
Yeah.
as the song. We forget that's where kids are at.
Yeah.
So the only problem, the only people that ever get on my age are men in their 30s.
Wow.
That are scared about their upcoming 40s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, kids might tease me, but I'll tease them right back. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not
I'm a
about,
bully
like,
too.
oh, you're like as old as my dad. Like, yeah, so what? Go to your room. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, they think it's funny or whatever. You know, it's a 30-something-year-old man. That's the flack I got on All I Had.
Okay.
Because I did that song and the visuals of it, the flack from a little percentage was, oh man, why is he's as old, you know, he's in his 40s, why is he dressing like with a hoodie on? I'm like, it's cold out. What do you want me to do? How should I dress? Like Dockers and like some cargo shorts?
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that guy that's saying that isn't probably around 33
yeah.
and he's scared to turn old.
Yeah. That's
He's
right.
projecting his insecurities on me.
Wow.
I'm nervous to ask you this question, but I'm gonna do it. I know you're tired of this comparison, but I want to get your take on
You
this.
don't have to be nervous about that.
Is there a need for another Dear Slim? Not from you, but just from an artist, because you got his attention. You
Yeah.
actually got his
Yeah.
attention with it. Did you expect
Total
to get
accident.
his attention? But it got his attention. It wasn't a diss. It was like
Right.
the opposite of a diss. Do we need another one like that to get the attention of some of
VH1
these
got me
mainstream artists?
ruined.
It's so funny you'd say that. So like Crossover was the first time I ever did that song, like back in 90 or 2000 or something. I did it at Crossover just to do it. It wasn't like people freaked out. Like, I can't believe you did that song.
Yeah.
So it's an accidental, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need another Dear Slim? I hope not. I put out as a joke on my social media. I said I'll be doing.
I tweeted you that. I was like, yo, we need a Dear Slim 3.
Yeah.
I think you were the impetus because I said I'm gonna do Dear Slim Part 7, and I'm gonna work my way backwards like a reverse Lord of the Rings. And I said, if you'd like to be on the song, call me at 867-5309, which is a dumb 80s song.
Yeah.
So I put it up as a total joke. I can't tell you how many people thought that was serious.
Really?
Wow.
Like, we're like, yo, man, I keep dialing the number, man. What's the area code? Like, people, I'm like, it doesn't even make sense. Why would I go to Dear Slim Part 7? Why would I jump ahead? How do you even do that? And I told him in the post literally says, it comes out on 1990 never.
1990.
People did not get the joke.
But it was a genius thing that happened, though. I remember that. And just the fact that you were able, like, because for me, Christian hip-hop was like a ceiling here and then everybody else. The fact that you penetrated that was like, I can't believe this actually got to him. And he actually responded in a way. You know what I mean?
I was as surprised as you were.
Really?
Of course. Yeah. Again, accidental. Like, okay, look, if there was anything I was smart about, I just said, nobody's ever done this. I don't care. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But that's what, in my opinion, that's what rappers should do. We write what's on our heart.
But to take it from an angle of grace instead of anger was the twist that people didn't expect.
A lot of people did take it initially as not grace.
Really?
They took it. Oh, look at VH1. I mean, look at MTV.
I remember that. Yeah.
All of them turned it into something it wasn't.
But you couldn't have been more graceful in it.
To a believer.
Gotcha.
To a non-believer or to a rap fan, I was getting death threats.
Really?
To Christian rap artists, I was getting diss songs. I have a whole playlist in my laptop.
You got a mixtape
of Christian rap. I do. Of Christian rappers.
Really?
Yeah. People were not look. We look back and go, yeah. At the time,
we had to hear that behind the scenes.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
I'll send you it to you on.
You should do an album called the Slim Disc. Slim
Someday.
Disc, Volume 1.
I just got a lot of flack in that it was a small percentage, but they took it as how they wanted to take it.
Wow.
So, no, I would never write another Dear Slim. I wrote a song that was like to fans, like here's everything that happened, but I never. There's nothing else for me to say. Like,
but do you think it made a small impact at all in him? Just because I heard him say something like a Christian rapper.
He said,
yeah, it's in Be Careful What You Wish For.
Yeah.
Got a letter from a fan who says he's been praying for me. It's been weighing on my mind heavy. I don't know, because again, I could even say, well, maybe that's not even about me. That could just be some fan. Where I really felt great about it was dealing with Kim Mathers when she was in jail, because that was a direct connection through a prison guard. So I was able to know, yes, he sat down with her. Yes, he played it for her.
Wow.
Yes, he played this other song. She brought her to tears.
Wow.
Yes, I was able to hear from him what the feedback was.
Wow.
So to me, that was like the confirmation. But I never told anybody. Like, I was on secret for years.
Wow.
Because I was like, she's still a person.
Mm-hmm.
But none of these things I pursued, they just happened.
Wow.
You know?
I mean, it's just a big moment in my life, just hearing that song and seeing that it changed. It changed. Like, you are listed as when they do the greatest hip hop artists or whatever, they mention you as. There's also this thing called Christian rap. Blah blah blah. KJ52 is like. I remember. I'm like, that's crazy.
I wish I could say I was smart enough to think about it, think it through. I just did what I was always doing, and again, back then it was like Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
we were making it up as
just
we went
making
along.
it up. Yeah,
that's all we were doing. Like, if you look at the song, it's like a 48-bar verse with a 32-bar verse with like, it's a 5-minute song. Like, nothing about it is a good idea, but I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, it was legendary for me, man. So
I appreciate that. You know, the funny thing is that the significance it holds for us, like, kids can't even comprehend.
Of
like,
course, yeah.
They're like, what? There was MTV? What did they do?
Right.
Videos?
As I was wondering, is there a need for something like that to show like an olive branch of like, we care about you. We're not just Christian rap, you know, blah blah blah.
I think another question. Because
a good question.
Okay, I think because we said that with the whole NF piece now, where people saying it's rumored that M got dissed. So we was like, yo, we need to get them bars shot at back.
Right.
As a hip hop, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, why do we do that? Like, we're like junior high kids yelling, fight, 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 fight. He said you can't read good.
What would you do though if you like directly?
If I was NF?
Yeah.
Well, Dang, that's a hard one. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't a spiritual thing.
No.
It was just...
It's like a slick shot.
It was like an offensive artistic thing. I
Mhm.
think you would just have to just let it ride.
Let it roll.
I don't think there's any way you can respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe... dang. That's a tough one. I really don't know. I think you'd have to pray about it and think about it. The problem is his fans are so passionate.
Yeah.
No matter what he says, it's like...
Yeah.
inciting the troops.
Yeah, but they're both passionate.
Yeah,
both fan bases.
Right.
are
So
passionate.
that's the thing about battles now. There is no winners or losers.
Yeah, that's real.
Everything is tried in the court of public opinion, but it really it's like the Loso battles. They don't declare a winner.
Yeah, it's all public.
Because it's more fun for the fans. The barbershop talk about it.
Yeah. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's
So it wasn't overt enough of a shot to where you have to respond. He could just let that ride and just take the clout from that. Like, I mean, NF mentioned me in a song. Eminem fans that don't know NF wouldn't even have noticed it.
Yeah.
So it was directly to him.
I don't even know what to say, man, because my response didn't happen until like 10 years later.
Mhm.
I was so past it by then.
Yeah.
I could have turned it into like, see, I told you I was right, dang it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. There's nothing to be gained in that.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Nate in a couple years. I really don't know where he's at. You know, it's been a while.
Mhm.
I hope he's in a great place.
Yeah.
I hope the Lord is working in his life. I hope he's got good people around him.
Yeah.
But that's what we all need.
Yeah.
You know? It's like saying, oh, someone said something bad about you at work. How do you respond to it as a believer?
Yeah.
That's a great question. We're all
Yeah.
trying to figure that out.
Man, we appreciate you being
Yeah,
here,
man.
man.
Totally, man.
Definitely.
It's absolutely an honor. So everybody already knows you, but just tell them how to find you, just in case we got some young bucks that want to.
No, there's people that don't know me. You know the best thing that ever happened to me? I went and did a school assembly here in Tampa, and I did the Island of the Misfit Toy song at a school assembly, public school junior high. And the kid comes up and he goes, "Yo, man, you like the Social Club guys? You into that Misfits thing?" I'm like, "They're on the song." But he had no idea who I was. I'm like, Marty came up on my music, and I like rapped at Ferd's Church when I went to jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've known these guys a long time, but I'm not gonna tell a kid that.
Matter,
But but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's always somebody to knock you down to size.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can check me out at kj52.com. You can hit me on Instagram, kj52 Instagram, kj52 on Twitter, and yeah, that's about pretty much where I live.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, definitely go check him out. He's a legend. Awesome.
Yes.
Like we may not be here if it wasn't for that album. Like that really
Wow.
turned me on. Like
Yeah.
I'm serious. My sister knows. Like we used to listen to that.
That means
it was
a
crazy.
lot.
It was crazy. Anyway,
By the way, 7th Avenue is 10 minutes from here. That's what that whole record's based on. Yeah,
Wow.
that whole record's based on where I grew up in Ybor City.
Oh, wow.
dope.
Okay.
Dope.
Last little nugget. All right, you in the field with the track stars, Ryan Wright, Tashawn Tan, and DJ Jeremiah. Lego. Do you know that
Love
we
you
are
guys.
full-fledged?
Thank you so much, man.
so much.
Here
Really
for
appreciate
people like you. We can do mixing, we can do mastering of your song, we can get you an album cover, design your website, do your music video. Yeah, we do all of that stuff. So send us your information right now. Contact us at trackstars.com and let us help you get out there. Let's go.
This that throwback song of the day.
Hello, yeah. They better, Ness, they better, right, you better, so determined and relentless, man, I am persistent, don't need your permission, playing my position, focused on the mission, 2020's the vision, the judge gave me life, so I owe a life sentence, see how I'm distant, nothing came instant, the world lit me up to fall apart like burnt incense, intended interests have changed with assistance, the longer me wicked since Christ there's a difference, though they exist, no heathen or remarker should be seated in your midst, all to resist, what worthy of the call, fam, the call is intense, start for the script, stay equipped for the strip, I insist I'm as swift, you're hearing gone like the mist, you only live once, so make the most of your trip, you're not as full as it feels like a bag of sun chips, without the son who gives the gift of bad fruit like sun. Yeah, ain't cold, I what's hood, no birds in the bush, no kush, I'm good. No secrets on my life, I was bought with a price. Now in life, I'ma fight the live prime. My posture by grace, I'll be your hands and your feet. I got you. Feel the chills like an autumn breeze, thinking how God was pleased. No robbery to crush Christ for the sake of we. Left the lamb leaking like a severed artery. Though died now lives, yet redeemed every part of me. That's why I owe him me. Lord, you're all I breathe. No longer seek cheese, please indeed, you are all I see. Forget the surface, go deep like a submarine. I pray you build a church, lay your silver sweet like tangerine. Rather have the outer match was seen underneath. Hearts are hard, coaches wild, how the jungle be. I won't move unless you walk with me like dungarees. Even downhill slopes are difficult without the skis. So I intercede, Father intervene. Set our scopes locked on target like them laser beams. And our hearts won't tarnish for these earthly things. We traded life in pursuit of Christ's suffering. Yeah. Ain't cold, I seem a little throwed. I guess that's how it goes. I suppose when you're drinking loud. Ain't chasing what's hood, no bird in the bush, no kush, I'm good. No secrets on my light, I was bought with a price. Now in life, I'ma fight the live prime. My posture by grace, I'll be your hands and your feet. You know a heart for what's pure is an acquired taste. And your walk, please endure, this requires faith. Man's nature won't stop till its appetite is satisfied. And a homicide can't exist till someone dies. So don't kill your flesh or purify. Why train to run the whole course disqualify? That's real talk, pursue the mark, know the cost is high. Aim to please the heart of God so we glorify. Life's nothing but bound for the ride. Daily on our cross, kinda lost every stride. Anticipate the crack of the cloud in the sky. Know your boy ain't girl, but I'm sure I will fly. Disguise lies, they in my way. Throw the world off for pleasure like MIA. Ain't cry about the faith, no MIA. Since I had to move on like MYA. Yeah. Ain't cold, I seem a little throwed. I guess that's how it goes, I suppose, when you're drinking loud. Ain't chasing what's hood, no birds in the bush, no kush, I'm good. No secrets on my light, I was bought with a price. Now in life, I'ma fight the live prime. My posture by grace, I'll be your hands and your feet. I got you. You know we gonna live proper. Yeah, I got you. Send me, Lord, I'll go. Yeah. You know, that's real talk. Yeah. 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 Holiness first, and we under the earth.
So if someone has a project
Yo, when you doing that big L joint? I'm serious. I want to hear that.
We had to go like too far back
Here we
on
go.
artists and the sound.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be fair.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm happy. My daughter just got another.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
My
good.
daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
That's a good look.
My youngest daughter, I'll just say that. Because my oldest, she's.
How many?
If I tell you, they're gonna kick me out.
Oh no.
If y'all thought KJ was dinosaur, they're gonna be like, you just won well, God, get out of here. What's your crutch? But I got two daughters and 3 grands.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I have 3 girls.
I got all girls.
Oh yeah, me too.
My grands are girls.
All right, here we go.
All right.
She keep paying me back for when I was
Who's out there?
Yeah. Back in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Was good.
All right, for all things Track Stars, make sure you visit www.trackstars.com. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right.
All right, man. We're live here at Flavorfest, so I just decided just to do people who was here at Flavorfest against the world, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So Here we go. We're gonna get this thing going. All right, let's do the. We gotta do I do my little drop first. So the views and opinions of the track charts universe, not the views and opinions of the artist, the label, producer, and others. If it offends you, you feel like we shouldn't be doing this, please press stop now. We do not promote mainstream artists on track charts. Try not to do the same artists over and over. If you don't like line for line, then please go watch one of our powerful other segments like Noteworthy or A Topic. Flavorfest artists are not the Christian version of anybody. It's just a bit. All right, here we go. So we're gonna get this thing started. We're gonna start off with the Migos. And this song is called Motorsport. Here we go.
Face all your fears, think it at me. Get so many donuts on them back streets. Sit so high in the nosebleeds. Feel like I can fly. Saying, Fergus check, Bill, Bella check. Take the L at the ball. Just so I can flex. Take the L at the mall. Walking with the sex. Take the L at your bra. Now she can't go back. Saying, Fergus check, Bill.
All right, that was Motorsport by Migos. This is Martyrs, Same. Here we
I'm a success on my mind. I've been waiting for it, I've been waiting for my time. Now I got this here, I'ma tell you what's mine. Tryna get them riches and heaven and I ain't playing. Amen, amen, amen. Y'all playing, we done pull up, don't rip the brakes out. Who finna stop us? Nobody but God. Only making moves that go up. I'm the type that takes shots even if I'm missing. Taking chances, don't know what could happen.
All right, that was Same by Martyrs versus Migos Motorsport. All right, so y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get ready to vote.
So what you got? Who you got?
First off,
yeah, I told you.
send that to me.
Okay.
Not the Migos.
No, the yeah.
Let's be clear.
No.
I don't
No,
need
Martyrs
that.
was here. They performed last night. Yeah, so
Did they?
Yeah.
He sound like whoever that was didn't sound like that last night.
They may play a different song, but this is a song that.
It was a big group of guys.
Yeah.
They had the red
guys.
on. That was them.
Yeah, they had on red and some of them had.
No, it was the younger guys. There was some young. It was like younger guys.
It was I think it was like right before the B battle, right?
Yeah. No.
Like one or two
they were right
before.
before the beat battle.
Yeah.
I don't remember whoever that was.
Yeah.
Hearing that.
I don't think you were on stage during. I saw you walking back and forth. I don't know if you were on stage.
Okay. Yeah. I don't.
But yeah.
But anyway, let's get. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What I liked about it is that you can, especially on the platform that I'm on, I can easily play that song because it matches what they would normally hear.
Yeah.
So that's why I said send it to me because I just need to hear the whole thing. But what I heard, that's easy. That's an easy fit for me on Hot 97.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, easy.
That's dope for them. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Martyrs on that. That one.
All right. What you got?
Going Migos in this case.
I got Martyrs. What you got? Martyrs. Migos. Martyrs. What's that?
We're looking at we're not counting on
Martyrs
right?
online.
So okay, cool. Then we're looking at a 8-2 round for you got Martyrs as well.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Then we're looking at a 9-2 round for the Martyrs. 1-0 for us going into the second round.
All right. We got the ladies in here too. This is Toya Love, Too Lit. Here we go.
High for the guy head. Wave your hands to the side if you're not scared. And if you love Jesus and he been good to you, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Cause he's been there and I know he cares. Plus he always answers my prayers. I forever be grateful. And for the things that he's done, I forever be thankful. I don't care who watching and I don't care who looking. When the spirit hits me, I'm shooken. Grateful for every breath that's took in. Cause wait a minute. He's been there through the storms, been there through the trees.
All right, that was Toya Love, Too Lit. This is Cardi B. Drip.
Little son to remember. Tryna make love in a sprinter. Quit you dropping like Kimber. Looking like a right swipe on Tinder. Shit on these hoes. Let up my wrist on these hoes. Now I look down on these. I feel like I'm on stilts on these hoes. Look at baby daddy right now. And the maid got cake by the pound. Melody no iceberg, don't drown. Making cheese in a bow, how it sound. I got that gushy, yeah that's a fact, but I never. I think that pajamas with footies, one MVP, and I'm still a rookie like.
All right, that was Cardi B, Drip versus Toya Love, Too Lit. Who you going with?
Sorry, Toya.
You got Cardi. right.
Bronx, baby.
Oh yeah. Besides that, what was something that you can give Toya Love for some feedback because you picked Cardi over?
I just think her track needs to be stronger.
Gotcha.
And just lyrically make sure that she's like sharp with it. Yeah, I mean, just make, again, your music has to be produced like exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And when you rap, you just gotta make sure your rap is, unless you're doing mumble rap,
Yeah.
right? Unless you're just doing chorus and hooks and stuff like that. Yeah. If you're gonna rap, make sure that it's strong.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but again, you're going up against, you know what I mean? Like you're going up against Cardi, so sorry.
Gotcha.
What you got? You just hate Cardi.
Yeah, I just don't like Cardi.
Okay.
Do you feel like she's a good artist? Like, if she's not, okay. So when I say that, I mean like as far as like her being able to do this on her own, like
Cardi can rap.
Okay, she can rap. She can write, or she can.
It don't matter.
She can go with the pattern.
She can.
Okay.
She can go.
I'm gonna let you change my opinion on Cardi because I just.
What do you think about the songs?
Clip for clip.
Toss.
You gonna use it right now?
I'm gonna use it right now.
I'd rather toss than vote for Cardi.
All right.
What's the toss? Y'all ain't telling me about toss.
Oh, you get one toss.
Yeah. What's that?
All
a
16
pass?
means,
like both, or
okay.
you don't like
either
either.
hate both of them, you like both of them the same, but you get one.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm going Cardi on this one, man. It was pretty clear.
Yeah, that's Cardi. What you got? Cardi. Toya, you good friend.
Ride or die.
Toya. Cardi. What you
got? I will say I told her today that I like her song, so I will say I will go with her.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. But her hook got samples Gypsy Woman. The hook is ridiculous. Like,
on that song?
Yeah, the song.
The hook didn't play.
Yeah, the hook didn't play,
Yeah,
but it was just a verse. But I would say as a DJ, Cardi B, my favorite song from her is I Like It. So Drip is okay. So I would go with Toya Love.
I mean, she's got bangers. Like
Yeah,
Cardi.
she does.
I mean, Bodak Yellow was just like it smacked the world. You know what I mean? So.
All right.
We still brothers, bro.
I have
still
questions.
brothers.
I have questions for you after the show.
Okay. You gonna see me outside?
No. I just have questions like I just need to wrap my mind around.
Okay.
Because help me understand this Cardi B situation.
Like, I was a big Lil
Lil Jon
fan.
Okay.
I was a big Lil Jon fan.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so I get that you don't have to have like the actual rapping talent to make something work.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, is she Lil Jon in a sense?
No, Cardi can rap.
Yeah,
She can rap.
go.
Cardi got bars.
Okay. Always sounds like okay.
Cardi got bars. She can
Sounds
rap.
like she's talking with a thumb in her mouth, like she's rapping with a thumb.
Cardi can rap. Cardi can rap.
All right, I'm getting.
All right, what's the score, man? What's the score? Let him talk about that later. What's the score?
All right, we're looking at a 7-3 round for the world. On this one, we are 1-1 going into the third round.
All right, here we go. The third round, we start off with Kevin Gates. This is called Money Long. Here we go.
Let the dawn step off planes. I go dumb, hold up, wait. Real winner, I don't wait. What you skirt? Ain't no break. Black on black, matching plates. Back the hat, match the case. Back the back, I'm on drink. Matter of fact, that's a shame. Getting better, sipping less. And in the head, everything. Watch plane, rockin' chain. Get you change, for some change. I'm Gucci love and I don't change. Why not get that thrill range? I'm shy, big body range. I glide, we not the same. Trying to get back to that Rico, but I had to fly to Spain.
That was Kevin Gates, Money Long. This is Enlightenment Cash.
Stunting on them on Boulevard. Shawty just start looking hard. Ooh, is that a black card? Yeah, baby, that my CAD card. Money moving when I say so. Working dairy, making queso. 6 of them. Snap my fingers like I'm Thanos. Cash out, go nuts, macadamia. This beat go hard like titanium. Hard to get out of your cranium. Just blame it on the vibranium. Blessings always coming down. Haters always getting turned around. Wishing y'all way would tone it down. Hold on.
That was Enlightenment Cash App versus Kevin Gates, Money Long. Who y'all going with?
What you got?
You gotta send that. That's two you gotta send to me. Like I'm leaving. I'm not leaving here until you send them songs to me. I want to see it in my email before I leave out of this room.
You just made the biggest case for line with that. Like that's the biggest case.
Yeah,
that's why we do it.
You know what? Y'all need to send me.
You need to check line for line every week then.
Because this dope artists that come
We
through.
do the work for you.
Yeah, yeah. I will honestly listen. I'm being real. send me stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like that you think that is good, right? Because the 2 songs that I heard, I'm telling you, I'm going to play them on Street Glory.
Wow, that's dope.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
pulling your chain. I'm telling you, I'm going to play them on Street Glory.
Yeah.
Because it fits.
Yeah.
Remember, I've always said if the music fits, I'll play it. I'm not biased. I don't care. I don't even know what their names are. It's just somebody like I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It fits.
That's dope.
And as long as it fits, I'll play it. There's
That's
just
the
stuff
education,
that
though.
doesn't
People don't
fit.
realize that.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Now that's for me and my platform, right?
Yeah.
Somebody else may have a different platform. Like I wouldn't play that on LIB or BLS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't fit there.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't play it. So they could send it to me. I'm like, yo, that's dope, but it wouldn't fit if I'm doing the New York City Marathon. I'm not playing that.
Yeah.
There's other stuff I'm gonna play, right? So, but I have more than one platform.
Gotcha.
So I'm able to play different stuff wherever the platform fits. So them 2 songs, the first one and that one, my phone is right, ladies and gentlemen, my phone is right here. If I don't see an email before this session's over, unsubscribe. Nah, I'm just joking.
so he's going with Enlightenment.
What you got?
Oh yeah, that's obvious.
I'm going Enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Yeah, Enlightenment.
I got Enlightenment as well. What you got? Toss.
He said
Get that camera down.
Enlightenment.
I'm gonna go with Enlightenment too.
She has to leave the room. She has to leave the room.
Like it's Enlightenment online.
We're Enlightenment online too.
All right,
cool.
Where we at?
Easy win for Enlightenment. We are 2-1 going into the 4th round.
All right, here we go. Start off with Mr. KB. No chains.
Come get your opinion, they don't matter. Money or the faith, I chose a ladder. Ooh, I can see I'm trying to keep us on the outside now. We pull up and watch them scatter. Running through the wall. Heaven got a playlist. I promise that's my favorite placement. Faithful over famous. Yeah, faithful over famous. New rappers that sure to blow, really drug addicts with a studio. You gotta pop pills on the usual than that paradigm.
All right, that was KB. No chains. Travis Scott. Sicko mode.
Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 24-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in, Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think
All right, that was Sicko Mode, Travis Scott, KB, No Chains. Who you going with?
What you got?
I'm using my pass.
That's all smart man. What you got?
I'm going KB.
KB, what you got?
I'm going Travis Scott.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna qualify it, man. Travis Scott got that.
Yeah.
Just the melody on that song alone. What you got? Travis. Toss. Travis, what you got? It's Travis.
Yeah, what we looking like online? And I love KB, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Again,
even if he was sitting right here, I would have to be like,
that's a pass for
yo,
me.
man,
That was.
That Travis.
I hope I don't need another one, but.
What we looking like online?
Ryan.
Online, it's a toss.
It's a toss?
So toss and KB.
Toss and KB?
No votes for
KB.
KB?
Yeah, for Travis.
All right, cool. All right, so that is a 6-2 round.
Somebody said Gavi.
For 6-2 round for the world. We're at 2-2 going into the 5th round.
All right, here go the 5th round. We just start off with Bizzle. Way up.
Do it for the God. If I go, then I'm going hard. Boy, you know me. Hard for the mob. Fit up and get up and go. Fill up to pick up the road. You gon' get this word. Get lit up and hit up for show. Man, they already know who the realest, but they say it's too religious. Drake drop guy playing you with it, now you looking too suspicious. I am blessed, never had luck, you a tad much superstitious. You ain't the man, bruh, cause you pick a bag up, boy, what you doing with it? Stack up and you be coolin' me.
All right, that was Bizzle. Way up. And speaking of God's plan, Drake.
You love me, I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me, turn the 02 into the 03, dog. Without 40 Ollie, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Hey.
Yo, Drake, God's Plan, Biz, way up. Who y'all going with?
And he's got the first vote.
What you got, man?
That ain't right, man. I'm going with Biz.
Okay.
I know God's Plan is a hit, and again, there's no slight to Drake. You know what I'm saying? The song obviously is a banger, but Biz got it, man. Like I hear enough of our stuff, people will start like literally like, nah, I'm taking that over that.
Yeah.
So,
that's right.
nah, I'm going with Biz.
Biz, what you got?
God's plan.
What you got? He's like, okay, all that stuff, yeah.
Oh, I have a toss, so I'm gonna use mine. Cause I have one here.
You need it?
Do I need it?
I'm asking
you. Because he
we got six.
Alright, cool. No, you know what? Alright, cool. I'm gonna I'm gonna use it here.
Okay. I like Bizzle's flow better, but I think the God's Plan song is just
it's a monster.
Yeah.
See, y'all going based on the song.
It's
even close.
It's the whole thing, right? So you could go lyrics if you're a lyrics person, but again, it's your radio show. Which one are you playing? So some people care more about lyrics, some people care more about the beat, flow.
So what if it was
a
different Drake song?
Then it would be a totally different vote. It could have been a different Drake part of the song, and you could vote different. Yeah, it's just that moment. If that's what you heard,
so a song for song, or
clip for clip.
It's clip for what you heard, clip for clip. Which one you taking if you never knew about the rest of the song? Because you got 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, then I got it.
Same?
Yeah, same.
Okay,
same.
I got God's Plan. What you got?
Same.
Plan. Bizzle. Bizzle.
Wait.
Toss. Bizzle, toss.
Bizzle, toss.
It's Bizzle on mine.
Bizzle.
That's the monster, man. I would say Biz.
Biz. What's that?
All right, then Biz gets the round. We are 3-2 going into the 6th round.
Okay.
All right, man. Who y'all want to go first? This one.
Let's let Kingdom go first.
Wait, hold on. Let me see where we at.
No, let's let.
I want to hear
mainstream first.
Yeah, let's go CHH first.
Mainstream.
Why?
Just pick one.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. All right, here we go. Jackie Hill Perry, Fall Away. Here we go.
7, then dismantle the dice. Bet on heaven while you dance with the price. I read the scriptures with you, you even handled it right. Saw the Christ in every text at exegetical sight. You knew the devil was a liar, what happened to you? I seen him on your Snapchat, you act like you happy, is you? Sure you don't remember about the fire, I'm glad to get you back. All them sermons that you preached about Adam in you. I guess them genetics sent you the wrong message, the wrong medic, you sick.
All right, that was Jackie Hill Perry, Fall Away. Here's Jay.
I'm not black, I'm
Story of OJ, Jay-Z versus Fall Away, Jackie Hill Perry. Who y'all going with?
You might not be able to get back on the plane.
What you got, man?
Love my sister.
What?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm just saying. I love my sister.
I got you. We got your vote.
I'm gonna go Jackie on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jackie on that too. Real talk. Okay. Like, I mean, okay. So as I go through, for one, lyrics, I love the production, I love everything, and I like what Jay did. I love the samples, right? But at the same time, I felt there was a lot more with the Jackie Perry track. So I'm gonna go Jackie on that one. I mean, you know, his voice is legendary, but I mean, her clip for clip, I wanna go her.
Jackie, I liked it built. Yeah. Like, I got into it second half. But Jay's song just immediate. It's an immediate like, okay, this is a hit. So I gotta go with Jay. What I love about Jackie is she'll be honest too, and I would love to see her vote on this too, because I think she would know. She would know.
I think she takes herself in this one.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, if clip for clip.
Okay, whenever this comes out, please add Jackie and ask her who she thought won.
Yeah.
Because you know if this was Kendrick, she would keep it real. Oh, of course. Yeah. She may not get to see that.
I mean, Jackie's dope. I'm sorry. And even that track is a dope track.
No,
I mean,
she
it went up against. That's the same thing with Bizzle and Drake, man.
It's
To
a
me,
monster
and
song.
yeah.
But what it does is it forces you to say, okay, are we there? Are we there yet? We're getting there. But do we have a smash? Do we have a global smash yet? We might. This is the best way to find out. But do we have a smash? And are we biased to the song because we heard it forever?
And see, that's the reason why. That's what I think happened with God's Plan with Drake's song.
It could be.
It's because it was such a mega hit that it's like Drake. It doesn't matter what anybody else. It could have been Lecrae's biggest hit. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have matched the impact that Drake had.
That's part of the calculus is we're trying to get the mixing better, mastering better, beats better, lyrics better. Now we got to get distribution better. We got to get these songs heard, or we're not going to stand a chance when you have a little kid sitting by themselves.
Yeah.
If they hear this a million times, they hear this once, they're gonna lean this way.
They got to make a choice.
So we got to get more exposure.
I mean, we're doing it again. You guys are making an impact. I'm making an impact where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? As long as everybody makes an impact where they are, it can happen, and it may not happen. You gotta remember. I told you earlier. You gotta remember that companies get involved in stuff like this strictly for the monetary value. They don't do it for the reasons that we're doing it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, they may never, even if it's right there, they still may be like, nah, this is gonna always sell.
Yeah.
So
that's to me, that's not. I don't think nothing is. I'm jumping over whatever hurdles in front. We gonna conquer that battle too, because we're getting. Clearly, the music has gotten tough.
Oh, it's strong.
If all that's left is we got people to get people to hear it, we gonna conquer that too. We gonna knock everything out the way. I got Jay. What you got? Jackie. Toss. Jackie. What you got?
Probably Jay.
Online is Jackie. Online is Jackie.
So what's that? Did we win?
Yes, we do. In that round, it was a 6-3 round.
Amen.
Overall, we win the battle 4-2.
Oh, good job.
Amen.
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 Yeah.
Thanks,
Like
man.
that
Thanks for
2018, killing it.
And like I said, the first track and the third track, I still don't see in my email, so I don't know.
Yeah, we got a million more tracks for you,
Who's
bro.
responsible for sending me that? But
Nah, we'll hook you up.
yeah,
man.
that
we got you.
and again, like I said, going forward, right?
Yeah.
Going forward, only if it's strong, right?
If it's the format.
Yeah.
If it like, you guys would know.
Yeah.
I trust
I mean,
your ears. You know what I'm saying?
because I do the same. Because I do the music. Like,
Yeah.
send
I
the
trust
music
your
Real
ears.
talk, just on a real level. Watch the line for lines and tell us who you want, because there's so much talent that we see.
Can you send it to me?
We
Yeah,
will.
but
We
we're
will.
Yeah.
I'll send
also-
you a whole list of all the ones that you should hear.
But we're
Definitely.
also going to give you a direct line to what we have as our distribution nectar. So we'll go through and we'll send you who's ready on that too.
Yeah, who you?
There's people that are performing this weekend that we found through our distribution.
Okay.
And they're on stage and they're getting signed to RMG, whatever. So we got people for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Promise
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Because for me, it's easy to click an email and listen when I have the time, but to literally go,
And
I just
try
don't
and
have
find-
that time anymore.
We'll
I
make
used
it
to have it. I
super-
just
we'll
don't
make
have
it
it
super
anymore.
easy for you.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't know, this is DJ Tony Tone, Hot 97.
Yeah.
This
The
is a
legend,
legend right
man.
here. So if he wants your music, that's a big deal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we won. What, 4-2.
Yep, we won.
That's what's up. What's up?
Yeah.
All right, man. Flavorfest 2018 is continuing on. Thank you guys for hanging out. We actually did our show live. We didn't think we would be able to pull it off, but we did with a cell phone, and we just kind of made it work. So, yo, shout out to everybody who's helping, and it's an honor for us to be back here.
Yeah,
It is.
I can
It
speak
is.
for all of us. It's an honor for us to
It
be
is.
back
Thank
here.
you to the team. Thank you to the
You
team.
guys are killing it.
Trey, Camille,
killing it
Damien.
last night. You
We
guys
got people
Family,
flying from all over
Rustling.
to help us. That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's the
man.
one thing
Right
that
way
like,
management.
the one
Yeah,
thing that's
and-
clear is that people see that like our team is amazing, and we don't even deserve that. When it was just us sitting around
Oh,
the
yeah.
table, like people just started coming.
Yeah.
And you guys are awesome. Everybody that's all over the country that's helping with Track Stars, you guys are awesome. Everybody who's in part of the universe
Yeah.
that gives us
Yeah.
ideas on line
Yeah.
from lines, you guys
Yeah.
are awesome. Like we
Yeah.
really can't do without. all
Shout
of
out to Crispy
you. Yeah,
for,
Crispy.
for everything that he contributed to Track Stars and what he still does. Brother, we praying for you. We love you. And we hope to see you soon, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, man. So that's it. We done. We got interviews tonight. We got the Beat Battle finale tonight.
Yeah.
Beat Battle's been crazy.
Yeah.
Who you got tonight?
Also, I'll say this too. Be on the lookout for the interviews we did with that are coming out separately from the show. We interviewed with Biz. We interviewed with Stephen Malcolm. Jafia Life. So more interviews to come. So make sure you keep checking YouTube for the releases.
All right, man. We out. You in the field. Let's go.
Put on for the squad. We go in. Do it for the God. If I go, then I'm going hard. Boy, you know me. Hard for the mob. Fit up and get up and go. Fill up to pick up and roll. You gon' get this word. Get lit up and hit up for show. Man, they already know who the realest, but they say it's too religious. Drake drop guy playing you were with it, now you looking too suspicious. I am blessed, never had luck. You would tell
I'm useless. I'm just here. I'm just hanging. Nobody uses me. Don't even nobody put me in the car. I can be used somewhere else.
Yo, man. Thank
Give
you.
him a hug, man.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
But you know what? As young as
I tried.
As young as he is.
Nobody cares.
As young as he is, his music knowledge would impress you.
Yo, man, he's a beast.
As young as he is, he would impress you.
That's straight facts right there.
It's very rare that you're able to stomp him on stuff from like the very beginning.
Unless it's like regular mainstream music. 'Cause
Yeah.
I grew up on.
So you grew up on Chris Anthony?
I grew up on Commission and the Winans.
Oh yeah, Commission was dope.
Oh, you was sheltered.
Yeah, legit. I was.
I mean, it's not wrong with that.
Yeah.
Praise God, you've been sheltered. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
considered the edgy gospel back in the day.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
big word.
Yeah.
But no, I love when I cry laugh. That means that was a rarity. That meant something.
Yeah.
When that happens to me, I will never forget them.
No, that was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny.
Who cares?
Look at the seatbelt.
Somebody give him a hug and a sandwich.
Mr. Rabbit was keep going.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I do want to do though? I do want to do this. I want to take a picture with you guys in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Please, like everybody. It's like we gotta figure out whether it's the camera or
We can do it.
a water hole or whatever.
Can we push this back? Maybe that could help.
We can push it back temporarily and then.
We can move your chair back and you
So
just
the show is almost done. Then we'll cut and then we'll do all that.
Yeah, I felt led to do that. So
That's what's happening.
sometimes you can miss a moment, man. I'll be on the plane like.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I told you. We
Are
can
you
do that.
flying into LaGuardia or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there is something that we would definitely like to help with. And I know it's going to be easy. It would probably take
A
some
lot of
time.
setup, but it works.
But we would.
Now it's a template we can use.
We
whenever
really
need.
need
Yeah,
a
so that means we
strong
can do our
air
air
check.
checks.
On remotes too.
We really need a strong air check tape. We don't.
What's
I've had a lot of people listen to our air check tape and tell us that, and it was done actually by a radio guy at 107.9 and Radio 1 at 9. They're just saying that it needs more for us to be able to like really get the attention of the program director. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, I'll put it this way. Based upon my exposure, right? Because again, I've seen how Ebro and them do stuff, right? Their morning show. And again, they have a team, like you guys have a team, right? And each hold on a second.
Yeah, sure.
Thank y'all for watching, man. Appreciate you guys.
So they still can hear the music and stuff? Oh wow.
What you want to do, And this is where, what's this guy name? Trey, listen up, you know, so you.
What you got? You need it right now.
What you got?
There's no way that's true. I need another
I'm giving them a suggestion and you came to mind, so they can't just ignore you that, you know, once I give them suggestions. It's like you have to listen to Trey, right? You guys have a clock?
Yes, we do. We do.
And you can use something like this, right?
Look, you saw what you did. Look, you saw what you did.
Right.
Look who you pointed at, though.
Right, but when I said clock, right, you can use something like this, right?
He has one on this phone.
You have this app on your phone?
I did this.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because you asked me a question, right? And you know how sometimes we can ask for help, and then help comes, and then we ignore it because we have to make the adjustment for the help, and we're not willing to make the adjustment for the help, and the answer's in the help, right? That would help you with what you just asked about.
Yeah.
Because what happens is this, and you have to look at it from a human, we as humans, right? If you have to listen to someone or something that you've never listened to before for an extended period of time, and you have no idea what the heck they're talking about, and at some point you're gonna tune out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you're not, only way you're gonna stay connected and in tune is because, oh, it's Cardi B or it's Jay-Z or it's somebody interesting that you know and you wanna hear. So it don't matter if they're rambling. You just, until it's over.
That's why the Breakfast Club works.
If it's somebody who you never heard of before, and then they start rambling, you be like, what?
Yeah.
Unless it's timed where there's a certain amount of time
given to
that you get. So now when you come back, it's like, oh, yo, they left off at that. I don't know who that is, but yo, they left off. So now you kick it up again, it's different. So now you're tuned in again. That helps with the air check, right? So if it's music, and then it's a conversation, and the conversation can be great, but if it's people who've never, they don't know who that is, they're not gonna be in tune to the conversation, especially if you're trying to deal with outside people, right? If you just be in the Christian community, then you're fine, right? They know who KJ is. So outside, they don't know who that KJ is. So why would they want to listen to KJ for? Even if they, you know, oh, hey, who's the white boy amongst the black dudes? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some points, I'm like, I can't even relate to what he's talking about. What is he talking about? Scribble, what, you know? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So you have to make it where it's boom, 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 and then it stays. If you notice videos now, they cut like so many times in the video when they're doing interviews and stuff, right? It'd be one angle and then it'd be another angle, right? And then you know, because our attention span has become so short now that we don't stay locked into anything that we're not kind of personally connected to, right? And it's the same way with music. Like I don't, unless it's a song that I know, and it goes back to when you said how many times do I play a song. If I feel it's a strong song, I'm gonna keep playing it because I want people to be like, yo, that joint is hot. Right? Now if it's a song that it's not a strong song, I may play with it, play it to the first chorus, and then come out of it with something that is strong because again, I don't want to lose my listeners on something that they've never heard before, and they may not be feeling. It's not like I can watch them and go, oh, you don't like that song? Let me change it. I'm on the radio. I can't see nobody. So I don't know if they went, I don't know what the heck that is. And mind you, it's anything I play is new. So like, I don't know what that is, and it's whack. So you always have to be, again, let's never let technology or remove us from the human experience, because that's going to remain. As long as we're humans, it's going to remain.
So can I ask you this? Even if I sat down, like I have the WLIB clock, right? The clock that you guys use to do shows, like Liz Black. I use the same clock as hers, right?
Okay, she's syndicated though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her syndication
and
clock.
I would, nothing against, and here's the reason why I say I wouldn't use their clock. Their audience is like 60, 50 and over.